Well, some more Coronation Street news has dropped. Coronation Street legend to return to soap after 9 years. He's back for very special characters exit storyline. Coronation Street star Ryan Thomas is set to return to the soap for a special guest appearance. According to The Sun, the Jason Grimshaw actor is heading back to Weatherfield as part of on-screen mum Eileen Grimshaw's exit storyline. Thomas, who won Dancing on Ice last year, will return to begin filming scenes later this month. The actor made his debut on Coronation Street in 2000 and quit the couples in 2016. In the soap, his character Jason left to pursue a new life abroad in Thailand. Since bidding the soap goodbye, Thomas enjoyed a brief stint on the Australian soap Neighbours. Don't ask about the Neighbours stint. He played a character called Raphael, and he sounded like he got stung by a bee. It wasn't good. Oh, Raphael. And won Celebrity Big Brother in 2018. Thomas isn't the only former Corrie star to return for Eileen Grimshaw's exit storyline, with Katie Kavanagh recently returning as her on-screen sister Julie Carp. Sue Cleaver announced her decision to leave the soap in January after 25 years in the Eileen Grimshaw role. Sue's final scenes are set to air in spring. The door is firmly open, but as I reach my 60th year, I decided it was time to embrace change, look for new adventures and live fiercely, said at the time of the statement. A recent appearance on Loose Women, Sue predicted her departure will be an emotional and a hard one. Got a lot of friends there. I will still have a connection to the show, she said. You know, my husband is the lighting guy on it. I don't feel like I'm going too far away from it, but it will be very emotional. So, Jason set to return to Coronation Street. If you don't know who Jason is, his most famous storyline is probably his relationship with Sarah Platt. He was in that kind of crop of Coronation Street kids with Sarah, with Todd, with Jace, with himself, with Rosie, with Sophie, kind of, but she was younger. But in that sort of group of, they grew up at the similar time, and they kind of ushered in the kids of the 2000s as such. Obviously, they were like teenagers then, but still they were characters who grew up on the show. Now, admittedly, I won't lie, he is I mean, the Thomases as a whole, you have two successful ones, and then you have the other one who's on you have Scott, who was on Love Island twice and didn't win a single thing. But yeah, you have Ryan Thomas, who has obviously been in Coronation Street, been in Neighbours. Like we said, we still joke about it. He played Jason for a good time, relationship with Becky. Just a generally big sort of uptake and everything. He did say he had, like, previously he had quit acting. Saying he'd lost the bug for it, but simply saying he kind of didn't really need to do anymore. He was kind of very well established. Nominated multiple times for Sexiest Male at the Soap Awards. All of them. And yeah, and then you have Adam Thomas, who was in Emmerdale, is in Waterloo Road. He's done a good chunk of things in his lifetime. But yeah, it's it's exciting in a sense. It would be nice to see Jason back. From what we can tell, it doesn't really seem like he's going to be doing much. Like, maybe he'll be filming for a while, but if you had to guess, he's going to come back from Thailand. Him, Julie, and Eileen. Maybe Julie dies, but they're going to go back to Thailand, and it's just kind of going to be like Gail's exit, really, where it's, all right, see ya, bye-bye. Because they're not killing off Eileen, and they're not doing anything different. It'll be interesting to see how Todd and Jason now interact, because obviously the original Todd is not someone we talk about anymore, despite playing the character quite well. Well, the actor was a shithead and did some inappropriate things with women. So ultimately, the new actor is new Todd, and he's probably going to be the only Todd who we're ever going to see again. And he's done a good job as Todd. It's just, as Todd has become, I've said that word so many times, as he's become an older character, his spotlight has been so much dimmer than it's ever been before. They kind of want to have Todd be a big character, but at the same time, you bring up Todd Grimshaw, the name's synonymous with something else. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the new, brothers, how the new actor interacts with Jason, but fundamentally, it's not really one to get that excited for. He fits, but he also he never really made the jump to being a leading star, and in the end he just kind of fell to the wayside and just existed, and that's not really how you want your soap characters. You don't really want to become Steve McDonald at the age of 30. But I mean, he's a stunning man. He will certainly lighten up our screens with his dashing good looks. Is he the most competent actor? Not really, no. But he's returning. I don't know why I've taken this approach to him. Full credit to him, servant to the show. He spent a lot of time on there. He served his purpose. He did what he was asked to, etc., etc. Yeah. Fair enough. He will be, so he's filming later this month, so soaps are typically 9 weeks ahead, so be in around April, May-ish, perhaps. Who knows, honestly, but they are at least pulling out most of the stops for Eileen's exit. It'll be interesting to see how exactly it goes, all in all, and it'll be interesting to see how much they actually intend on keeping the family, because, George's actor, I don't remember his name. I think it's Tony Maudsley or something. But he's re-signed his contract through to 2026. So there is a world where does Eileen and George, are they still together? Do they split up? Is George still on the show? Because it's kind of weird to have George without Eileen, and they have done a really good job of making them a genuine duo partnership, which is something that Coronation Street does generally do quite well at this point in time. So it's kind of it's going to be interesting to see how that character sticks around, because yeah, sure, you have the Grimshaws now with Todd and George, but still, who's staying in the house? What's going to change? Who's going to work in streetcars? Who is Steve and Tim going to have as a big scene partner? There's a lot of uncertainty that comes into it. I suppose as a just general thing, it is obviously nice that they were able to get him to reprise his role for it. I wonder if this will coincide with a bit of Eva returning as well, with a bit of their old... they were together at some point, maybe? I don't remember. But point being, it's good that the show is in a favour where, despite a lot of people leaving, there's still a lot of people willing to come back, and honestly, some of these characters you brought back, and I'd have to imagine it will be like that soon enough, with Eva returning, for example. A lot of these characters, and Julie, a lot of these characters who you have brought back kind of have already that established status of these are comfort. These haven't been ruined by the new era, if you take it from that perspective. So, all in all, gonna be interesting to see if he fits in at this point in time, and to see whether it's sink or swim. Like it said, though, it's a special guest appearance. He's not exactly going to be here for long. So it'll be interesting to see how exactly they do it. But yeah, what do you think about Jason Grimshaw returning in the year of our Lord 2025? Tell me in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.